My beloved child, I want you to know that challenges lie ahead, and the adversary is preparing to confront you in new and unsettling ways. Fear and intimidation may seem greater than ever before, but remember this: the battle you're entering is pivotal. It's not just about overcoming in one area. It's about breaking through in many aspects of your life that have been hindered for too long. Those dreams you've held on to, the ones you've wondered if they'd ever come to fruition, are closer than you think. I see the weariness in your heart, the hesitation to hope again, because you fear disappointment. But I urge you to rise up. I'm sending helpers your way, individuals who will love you genuinely, support your growth, and equip you for the journey ahead. They will help shape you into the person I've always intended you to be. This is real, and it's happening. Prepare yourself, for sooner than you realize, you'll face significant challenges. But take heart, this struggle isn't yours to bear alone. Stand firm and witness my salvation at work. There's no need to defend yourself or engage in futile arguments with the enemy. Do not be harsh on yourself either. You are firmly planted where I've always wanted you to be, and nothing can uproot you from my hand. Know that I am holding on to you. I won't let you falter or fail. Remember when Peter was called to step out onto the water, it wasn't to humiliate him, but to strengthen his faith. Even when others watched, my love upheld him. Upon this rock, I built my church, and not even the gates of hell have prevailed against it. Yet I see how my church has struggled, how it has sometimes hurt and rejected my people. But know this: when they persecute you, they are persecuting me. So I say to you, stand up from your place of defeat. Square your shoulders and release any offense you're holding on to. Forgive those who've wronged you, and let the walls you've built around your heart come down. These barriers only block the blessings I wish to pour into your life. If your hands are clenched, how can you receive what I have for you? Open them. Let go of bitterness. I've already cast away the emptiness and fear that have plagued you. Just as I cursed the fig tree and it withered from the roots, so I am eradicating every stronghold and source of lack in your life. These are not the doors I've opened for you, and the ones I have opened, no one can shut. Pay close attention, for the broken walls in your heart that have caused you pain and made you retreat in fear are being rebuilt. I'm constructing new, strong walls with the right people beside you. Some of you have journeyed alone for a long time, wondering why solitude has been your companion. You've yearned for relationships, because it's not good for one to be alone. But you're not rowing this boat by yourself anymore. I know the church has sometimes pushed people away, neglecting the fellowship I intended. They've forgotten not to forsake gathering together. But I urge you, don't be like that. I'm building my community, my family, and even that business you've dreamed of upon you. And the gates of hell will not prevail against it, because I know what I've placed within you. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you can do this, regardless of what you see or feel. You're being led into a place flowing with abundance. You've already stepped into this new season, even if you don't fully realize it yet. I'm turning the tables on the enemy. The fight is real, yes, but how will you respond? Will you use worldly weapons and retaliate with harsh words and arrogance? Or will you combat evil with good? Leave vengeance to me. This is crucial. How you handle this will determine how quickly and how far you progress into what I have planned for you. Pray for those who oppose you. Reject the temptation to hold on to offense. Anger can spread like leaven, corrupting everything it touches. I'm tearing out the old, damaged layers of your heart, the ones infected with bitterness and pain. This is the time to be honest with yourself. To have a friend, you must show yourself friendly. Be compassionate and validate others. Reflect on whether you treat others as you wish to be treated. This is the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Watch how quickly things turn around when you embrace this. Doors will open that you never thought possible. Opportunities will unfold before you in ways you've never imagined. I won't give you more than you can handle, and with every challenge, I provide a way out. I'm sending you guidance and comfort through the right people who have what you need. Your season of isolation is coming to an end. You won't sit alone anymore. I'm surrounding you with people across various areas of your life, but I need you to learn how to be with them. Be kind and understanding. I know that past hardships have hardened you in some ways, but let me soften your heart. I'm giving you a new spirit, a new mindset, new ways of thinking, to replace the old. The new wine is here, and with it comes new power. You'll walk in signs and wonders because you carry my presence and my power. How humble can you be in loving others? How far are you willing to extend kindness and forgiveness, just as you desire it for yourself? Those who are forgiven much, love much, and I have forgiven you for so much. Forgive yourself as well. There's a journey ahead, and it's a good one. The wilderness is not your dwelling place anymore, but I need to transform your wilderness mentality. I'm gradually introducing you to new territories, so you can fully embrace them without being overwhelmed. I can't reveal everything at once, because it's so vast and so wonderful. If I showed you all that I have prepared, it might be too much for you to handle right now. So keep moving forward. Don't stop. When you stumble, repent and rise again. I'll cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Whatever seems broken beyond repair in your life, I can restore it. Believe that you have already received what you've asked for, and it will be yours. Hold on to that faith. As you navigate this path, remember to be kind and loving. Challenge yourself to do good for others each day. I love you deeply, and I'm always with you. My dear child, I have a profoundly important message for you that will change your perspective and your life, if you allow it. Right now, simply be still and listen closely to what I am telling you. You need to hear and absorb this fully. I have spoken to you before, preparing you for what is to come, but I want to make it clear. My intention is not to frighten you or make you feel unbalanced. When I walked the earth, I taught not to be anxious about tomorrow. I reminded you that tomorrow is in my hands. Just as I feed the birds of the air who neither sow nor reap nor store away in barns, I will care for you. You are infinitely precious to me, yet I perceive the unease in your heart. I see the unspoken questions and doubts you try to suppress. Today, I am urging you to surrender those burdens to me, because my love for you surpasses your comprehension. I know you have plans and aspirations you hold tightly, afraid they may slip away. But what you grasp so desperately may not be what I have purposed for you. My designs are always grander, always superior, always ultimately for your good. Trust me when I say that your idea of what you need pales in comparison to what I have prepared for you. You may wonder why I warn you against certain paths, why my guidance doesn't always align with what feels good to you in the moment. It is because I know the end from the beginning. I see the detours and traps the enemy has set before you. My cautions are not to scare you, but to equip you, to strengthen you for the journey ahead and keep you close by my side. Oh, my beloved, if you could only trust me completely, if you could see from my vantage point, you would understand how each trial you face is refining you, maturing you, and drawing you nearer to my heart. Those delays are my perfect timing. Closed doors are my protection, and open doors are my providence. But it is crucial that you navigate them with faith, not fear. Do not let the clamor of the world drown out my voice. Do not be swayed by the opinions of others unless they align with the truth I have imparted to you. You have a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. The enemy will try to distract, hinder, and cut you off, but I want you to know, I have ordained plans for you. I will never abandon or forsake you. Tomorrow, something in your life will shift. It may not be immediately perceptible, but it is already in motion. I am orchestrating people, circumstances, and opportunities beyond your current sight. I am pruning away what is harmful and planting seeds of gladness. But you, my precious one, must trust me enough to release your grip on what does not truly belong to you. Unlearn the bondage of control and doubt. Walk by faith, not by sight, for I am the lamplight illuminating your steps and your path. There will be those who fail to understand your journey. They will question your faith, mock your decisions, even begrudge the favor I have lavished upon you. Pay them no mind. Their judgments are fleeting, dissipating like mist. Keep your gaze fixed on me, for I am your fortress, your shield, and your defender. I know you grow weary at times. The battles, both physical and spiritual, can wear on your soul. But hear me now. Rise up and keep fighting. Do not be discouraged or dismayed, for I am with you every step of the way. I am renewing your strength. You will soar above the storms, not by your might, but by mine. You do not fight your battles alone, dear one. The armies of heaven are at your side, and my glory is your victory. I address you now about forgiveness, because I see the wounds inflicted upon you by others. It is time to release those burdens. Harboring resentment will only hinder the blessings I long to bestow upon you. Forgive, not for their sake, but because you are forgiven. Forgiveness liberates, and in that freedom there is peace. As you prepare for your next steps, I encourage you to seek my presence daily. Fix your eyes on me, and you will have clarity and authority. Attune your ears to my voice, for it is your weapon against the enemy's schemes. Persist in prayer, for prayer delivers you. And worship, beloved, worship in spirit and truth. In worship, chains are broken and battles are won. I set before you now the authority I have vested in you. You are not powerless. In me, you can trample serpents and scorpions and overcome all the power of the enemy. Declare life over your circumstances. Proclaim my promises over your life. Stand firm in the truth that you are my child, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. When you arise tomorrow, linger in my presence before rushing into your day. Seek my counsel for every decision. Your choices will have a ripple effect, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. Be attentive, prayerful, and yielded, for I am ushering you into a season of growth, harvest, and revelation. My precious child, I see the tempest raging around you. I know the winds are howling, the waves are crashing, and the light seems dim. And in the midst of it all, I say to you, do not be afraid. Do not lose heart. I will hold you fast, even in the fiercest gale, and I will preserve you. The storm is not your end. It is where I work my greatest wonders. Consider my servant Noah. When wickedness pervaded the earth, I instructed him to build an ark, not a task of days or weeks, but of years spent in steadfast obedience and faith amid a faithless world. The flood came, just as I'd forewarned, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Yet safe within the ark, Noah did not fear, for his trust was in me. I am asking you, beloved, to construct an ark of faith within your heart, to trust me when the future is uncertain. The tempest may seem overwhelming, but I am your refuge and your strength. Just as I guided Noah and his family through the deluge, so will I lead you through this season. Remember my servant Job. He was battered by unthinkable storms, his wealth stripped away, his children taken, his health ravaged. Yet even in his anguish, Job did not curse my name. Instead, he declared, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. This is the depth of faith that moves mountains. Not only was Job's hope rewarded, but I restored to him double all he had lost. What you are enduring may feel like deprivation, but I am the God of restoration. When you hold fast to hope, you open the way for me to work miracles on your behalf. Think of my disciples caught in the storm. As they crossed the sea, a ferocious squall descended upon them. The wind shrieked and the waves crashed over the boat. Gripped by terror, they cried out, "Lord, save us! We are perishing!" But there I was, right in the boat with them, their deliverer. I arose and rebuked the wind and the waves, and a great calm settled. My child, do you see? I was present at the height of the storm, and just as I calmed the winds and the waves, I will still the storms within your own heart. But know this, my precious one, storms have a purpose. They come not to crush you, but to drive you deeper in your faith and draw you closer to my heart. Recall my promise to Peter. Satan has demanded to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail, and when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. I did not allow the storm in Peter's life to destroy him, but to mold him for his destined purpose. The gales you face are doing the same for you, equipping you for the plans I have ordained for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Look at my servant Paul, who endured shipwrecks, imprisonment, beatings, and persecution. Yet he boldly proclaimed, "We are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed." Paul's hope was rooted not in his circumstances, but in me, the God who called him and preserved him. Let this be your declaration as well, my child. The winds may rage against you, but they will not prevail over you. For I am with you, and my power is perfected in your weakness. My promises are unchanging. No matter how fierce the flood or how intense the flames, you are secure in my love. Nothing can separate you from my love, for I am your rock, your redeemer, and your salvation. My precious child, the next time the weight of your own cross feels unbearable, remember you are not carrying it alone. My grace is with you, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Do not let the wind snatch away your hope, dear one. Hope is the anchor of your soul, firm and secure. It is hope that sustains you when the winds rage and the floods rise. It is hope that reminds you my word is true. My promises are sure, and my presence is constant. Hope is not a mere wish. It is the confident assurance that I am good, I am faithful, and I am the all-loving God who holds you in the palm of my hand. Be like David and say, "Why are you downcast, O my soul? Put your hope in God, for he is your help and your shield." Do not be anxious about anything, beloved, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to me, and my peace, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind in me. Take courage, my precious child. This storm will not last forever. The sun will shine again, and you will see my goodness in the land of the living. Hold on to hope, for I am your rock, your salvation, and your song. I am there in the midst of the storm, making a way where there seems to be no way. Trust me, for I am the God who calms the seas and quiets the clamor of your soul. You are never alone. You are deeply, unfailingly loved. You are mine. Know this, my beloved child. You are cherished beyond measure. I formed you in your mother's womb, and I am intimately acquainted with everything about you. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and nothing that can make me love you less. My love for you is perfect, unwavering, and everlasting. As you read these words, let them settle into the very depths of your being. Allow them to infuse you with renewed strength and unshakable hope. Every fiber of your being was intricately woven together by my loving hands. You are not an accident or an afterthought. You are the intentional expression of my limitless creativity and affection. From the moment you drew your first breath, my heart has been entwined with yours. I have never taken my eyes off of you, not even for a second. When the voices of doubt and insecurity whisper lies about your worth, listen only to my voice. My opinion of you is the only one that truly matters. And in my eyes, you are altogether beautiful. There is no flaw in you. I am enthralled by your beauty, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. My beloved child, made in my very image. In a world that often feels dark and chaotic, remember that you are the light. I have ignited a flame within you that no darkness can extinguish. You carry my radiance wherever you go, illuminating the shadows and pointing hearts back to me. Do not shrink back or hide your light. The people around you desperately need the hope and love that shines through you. When you stumble and fall, remember that there is no condemnation for those who belong to me. I do not keep a record of your wrongs, for they have been washed away by my blood. Each morning my mercies are new, and my grace is sufficient. I am not waiting for you to clean yourself up before you come to me. I invite you to come just as you are, with all your brokenness and imperfections. It is in your weakness that my strength shines through most brilliantly. As the tides of time ebb and flow, and the seasons of life change, one thing remains constant: my fierce and tender love for you. No matter where the road leads, I am with you always. I will never leave your side, never let you down, and never abandon you. You are forever engraved on the palms of my hands, and nothing in all of creation can separate you from my immeasurable love. So let your heart take courage, my precious one. I am your God, your Father, your ever-present help, and your unfailing love. Lean into my embrace and allow the rhythm of my heart to steady yours. When you feel overwhelmed, fix your eyes on me, for I am your peace. When the journey feels long and weariness sets in, remember that I am your strength and your song. I have set eternity within your heart, and one day, when your earthly pilgrimage comes to an end, I will welcome you home with open arms. But until then, live each day in the unshakable assurance of my love. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your life, the compass that guides your every step, and the melody that fills your soul with unending joy. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are mine, forever and always. Hold fast to this truth, for it will anchor your soul and carry you through every storm. I am with you, I am for you, and I will love you with an everlasting love that knows no bounds. Rest in my love, my precious child. Rest in the knowledge that you are held, you are known, and you are eternally treasured. My love for you is your greatest strength, your deepest comfort, and your unshakable hope. Carry this truth with you always, and let it be the light that illuminates your path and the song that fills your heart with unceasing praise. My cherished child, when the world shakes and fear grips the hearts of many, you must remain steadfast in your faith, like an unshakable foundation. My spirit resides within you, and through you, others will see my glory. Your words will bring solace to the brokenhearted. Your presence will heal their wounds, and your faith will reignite hope where despair has taken hold. I have heard every silent tear and heartfelt prayer uttered in the quiet of your room, though you may not understand why certain things must happen. Trust that my plans for you are perfect. In the midst of turmoil, be prepared, for some may question your faith in these times. They will wonder where your God is. Do not be disheartened by their words, for even as I faced the cross, I encountered ridicule and contempt. Yet through my sacrifice, redemption was made available to all. In the same way, your perseverance through these trials will be a testament to my love and power. The enemy seeks to create confusion, spreading falsehoods and discord among my people. But you, my precious one, are covered by my blood. The enemy cannot penetrate your heart when you are armed with truth, righteousness, peace, faith, salvation, and my word. With these, you will stand against the schemes of the adversary. Know that you are not alone on this journey. Though the path may seem solitary at times, I have surrounded you with a cloud of witnesses, both in heaven and on earth. There are others like you, carrying my light in the darkness. Seek them out and support one another, for where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am in their midst. Be attentive to the signs I will reveal as events unfold before your eyes. I will speak to you through the stillness of your heart, the whispers of my spirit, and my word. Trust that these are my ways of preparing you for what lies ahead. Be patient when I seem to delay, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. In these moments, I ask that you extend mercy and forgiveness to others. They may respond with fear or animosity, but shower them with the same love I have poured out upon you. Let my love become your love, for it is love that softens hearts and transforms lives. Listen to me with an open heart and a discerning spirit. The age you live in bears the scars of the past. My prophetic words speak of the last days, and when viewed through spiritual eyes, these prophecies are unfolding before you. They are not mere coincidences or chance events, but ancient echoes, the birth pains preceding my return. As it was foretold, in the end times, many will turn away from their faith and turn against one another. Look around you and see the evidence of this. Many hearts have grown cold, and even my commandment to love is becoming increasingly scarce. Division and strife are prevalent, fueled by the enemy. This is the battle between my spirit and the one who seeks to destroy. False teachings and deceptive philosophies abound, enticing people with appealing ideas and worldly prosperity. They distort my word for their own gain, leading my sheep astray. This too was prophesied, for it was spoken of those having a form of godliness, but denying its power. They appeal to the flesh and offer goodness without truth. Be cautious, my child, and test every spirit to ensure it aligns with me. Hold fast to what is true and do not cling to the precepts of men. In these days, you will witness a rise in lawlessness and a disregard for what is sacred. The world calls evil good and good evil, celebrating what was once shameful and mocking what was once revered. My laws, designed for your well-being, are now deemed restrictive or irrelevant by a world determined to define its own reality. Yet, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and my word endures forever. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will never fail. Pleasure has become the pursuit of this age. People chase after wealth, status, and material gain, placing their devotion before their faith. They have exchanged the eternal riches of heaven for fleeting delights, never realizing the void within. This too was foretold to occur in the last days. People will be lovers of self, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. My children must not be entangled in these ways. You are called to be a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a people set apart for my purposes. As the earth groans under the weight of sin, remember that these events are not mere chance, but signs of the times. The earth itself is crying out for redemption, eagerly awaiting the day when all things will be made new. These calamities serve as reminders that this world is not your final home. You are a citizen of heaven, and your eyes should be fixed on eternity, not on the temporal. Advancements in knowledge and understanding have been both a blessing and a challenge. While they have facilitated the spread of my message to the ends of the earth, they have also become a means of distraction and deception. Humanity has become captivated by the trivial and temporary, forgetting to seek me in the stillness, to hear my voice above the noise. Be mindful of how you use the gifts of this age. Let them be instruments for my purposes, not a means to draw you away from me. Fear has gripped nations, and anxiety has become a widespread affliction. Conflict and instability, suffering and uncertainty. These were the things foretold. But I say to you, do not be afraid. These things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. I have overcome the world, and in me you will find rest. Let not your heart be troubled. Instead, let these signs stir within you a sense of urgency to draw near to me and share my gospel with the lost. Deception is also rampant, leading people astray from the truth. What should be clear is obscured by falsehoods and half-truths. Identity, purpose, and morality are all at stake as the enemy seeks to distort my design. But I created you intentionally and with great love. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, fashioned in my image. Do not allow the world to define you, for your identity is found in me alone. In these times, you will also witness great shaking within my church. I am separating the genuine believers from those who merely profess my name. Some will turn away from you, but do not be disheartened. This is the purification process that will prepare for my return. Remain steadfast in your faith and be counted among the faithful. Never grow weary of doing good, for your labor in me is not in vain. As darkness intensifies, my light will shine brighter. I am pouring out my spirit, just as I promised. Revival and purification will usher in salvation, but only through the refining fire. Those who humble themselves and seek my face will experience my presence in unprecedented ways. I will use the foolish and the despised to confound the wise and the mighty. My kingdom is advancing, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The world, despite its advancements, is still akin to the days of old. People are consumed with the cares of this life, oblivious to the judgment that is coming. It was so then, and it is so now. The signs are everywhere, yet few take heed. My children must not be like them. Stay awake and alert, for you do not know the day or hour of my return. I am coming soon, and my reward is with me. But I wait patiently, not wanting anyone to perish, but for all to come to repentance. Use this time wisely. Be an ambassador of my kingdom. Let your life be a living testimony of my grace and truth. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Will you answer my call? Prepare yourselves, my children. Keep your lamps burning with the oil of my spirit. Be diligent in prayer, filled with my word, and connected to the fellowship of believers. Encourage one another, knowing that my return is near. I give you this promise. even as the days ahead may be difficult. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold fast to your faith, for the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that will be revealed in you. I will take you to be with me where I am. Until then, love me, walk in my truth, and be strong in my might. This is not the end, but the beginning of life everlasting in my presence. Persevere, my child, for I am faithful, and do not underestimate the power of intercession. Stand in the gap for your community, your neighbors, the forsaken and the hurting. Persist in prayer, for the prayers of the righteous avail much. As I intercede for you, you must intercede for others. Let your prayers rise like incense before my throne, and know that I am moving in response to your faith. Always remember, my beloved, that in the darkest of nights there is light. The pain of this world is fleeting, but the joy to come is eternal. I am preparing a place for you where there will be no more tears, no more sorrow, no more pain. Until then, cling to my words, for they are life everlasting. I know the weight of this message may feel heavy, but you are stronger than you realize. I have equipped you with everything you need to overcome and thrive. Rely not on your own understanding, but in all your ways, acknowledge me, and I will direct your paths. When you are weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel alone, know that I am ever present, never abandoning you. You are my beloved, and I delight in you. My grace is sufficient for your shortcomings. Never hesitate to step out in faith, to declare my word, to share my heart. The world is desperate for what I have placed within you, and I have called you for such a time as this. Go forth and never forget my promise. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Let this truth be your anchor in the storm, your light in the darkness, your hope in despair. You are not merely a spectator in these times, but to make a difference in the world around you. Remember, you will not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Stand firm, my chosen one. Hold fast to your faith. I am coming, and my reward is with me. Until then, may your life be a reflection of my love and my glory. My precious child, I am with you every moment, even until the very end of time. Place your trust in me, for I am the originator and perfecter of your faith. Move forward in peace, knowing my presence accompanies you always. Cling to my promises. They are reliable and true. Do not fear what the future holds, because I hold the future in my hands. Rest in my love, assured that you are safe with me. Beloved, the most wonderful things are yet to come. The journey ahead may not be without challenges, but each hurdle will strengthen your faith and deepen your worship. Listen closely, dear one, as I whisper to your heart. I am the Lord your God, the creator of the heavens and the earth. I formed you before you were born and know every detail about you. I rule over the universe, yet I see you. I know you intimately, and I love you with an everlasting love. I want to remind you of an eternal truth that surpasses what your eyes can see or your mind can grasp. This world and the body you live in are not your permanent home. They are temporary, a brief moment in the expanse of eternity. I have placed you here for a divine purpose, but your ultimate destination lies far beyond your current reality. You are passing through this foreign land. Your true home is with me in heaven, where I have prepared an everlasting dwelling for you, a place of rest, joy, and unending peace. I know the weight of this world can burden your soul. Life's cares, struggles, and wounds can cloud your vision of eternity. But I invite you today to look beyond your present circumstances and fix your eyes on the unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. The trials you face now are brief and are paving the way for a glory that far outweighs them all. Do not let your heart be consumed by the chaos around you, for I am unfolding my plans for you and all of creation. Trust in me, dear one, for I have a purpose that extends beyond anything you can imagine. Amen.